Hi, welcome to my channel. My name is Carmen, and um, I thought I'd just document my gardening, preserving everything pretty much, like all pieces of me. I've been gardening since 2018. We moved into our home in 2016, and so I started with a little small bed in the back, and it has grown, and so I just thought I'd like to document it and, you know, kind of go from there. So today is June, and we're gonna start over here. My husband and my little guy built these beds for me. This flower bed was already here. The previous owners had garden beds everywhere, so this was already here. We did kind of reset some of the bricks, but so in this bed here there is some mammoth sunflowers that reseeded, one that's actually growing behind the fence, and we'll get to that. These are some Velvet Queen sunflowers, and let's see if I can get into frame here. There's an amaranth there, some nasturtiums here. This is a cayenne pepper that has a bunch on there. I have a Megatron. Let's see if I can get down here. A Megatron pepper, jalapeno pepper here. And then this tomato plant here is my San Marzanos, and I'm hoping that you can see I'm using my phone, but this is a San Marzano. It has a lot of tomatoes on there. Here in the front is, this is a habanero pepper. This is the Sugar Rush peach pepper, and it's loaded. Here in the middle, what I did was I put 3 Velvet Queen sunflowers and then 3 Mexican sunflowers, and the leaves on these are so velvety. They're so soft. But not all 3 really took off, and that's okay. I planted a lot of beans here, just a random flower. Back here is a lily that I really need to dig that tuber up, but back here beside the San Marzano is cream sausage tomatoes here, which is like a paste variety as well. I have some pink ox hearts there. Right here is a cucumber, Bait Alpha, and it's growing up a little bamboo stake and attaching to the trellis now. So that's good, and it's got a couple flowers. This one here is the pink Brandywine tomato. This is a pink ox heart that I did I put it here. Gosh, now I'm drawing a blank. But I took it from another spot in the garden that doesn't get a lot of sun, and I put it here. So I need to, come in and do something about that. This tomato back there on the trellis there is a yellow Brandywine, and then I have some more beans here. I have some beets there. This is a sweet banana pepper. I took one off today. I've gotten 3 off the plant so far. And then I have these are poblano peppers here. And then I have a zucchini that I moved as well. I transplanted, but I don't know if it's gonna do any good. This is a huge mustard plant that is actually shaded out a bell pepper back there, but that's okay. I've harvested, gosh, I've probably put up, I know, like 4 bags of mustard greens. It just exploded this year. But now this is my first time letting it go to seed, and I think it's so pretty. It's so pretty. This tomato back here is a Cherokee Purple. I have some mustard, collard greens here that they're still trying. A shishito pepper, and then here is some sweet potatoes and corn that I have here. I also have a cucumber plant back there. Some okras in the back. There's also okras back off and through there. They're just now taken off though, probably because of the heat. So yeah, and then I have a squash that I transplanted as well, and it seems to be doing okay. If I did not state, I am located in Tulsa, Oklahoma, in zone 7A, B, whichever, they keep changing it, but whatever, I'm in zone 7. So back here is the first bed that I started with. It is shaded for the most part. I'd say about 3 o'clock it gets some sun. About 5:30 it's in a nice amount of sun, but it just doesn't get very much sun now that, you know, pretty much all these big massive trees have bloomed. So what I did is, in the, you know, still wintertime, I guess, you know, we're coming up on spring, I usually put my potatoes back here, and I still have some back there that I need to go ahead and just get out of the bed. But the potatoes do so good. But other than that, I have some onions that I'm letting go to seed, and a random sunflower, and 2 tomato plants that I had no space for. So I stuck them back here, and I thought, well, if I need one, I'll just grab it, but I haven't. So they're back there. They probably won't produce just because it doesn't get enough sun. These sticks here are going in the trash. That was a peach and an apple tree that I figured was dead because I put them in a pot and they started blooming or started waking up, and then they didn't, and then they started waking up again, and then they didn't. And I think it's just because the pot, I don't think, had great enough drainage. So that it's okay, you know, trial and error. I climbed clematis, which is so crazy because I had 2. And so I had a grapevine over here, but the ants got into it last year because that sucker was way up here by now. But that's okay. I'll probably get another grape at some point. But climbing clematis was on both sides of the trellis. It did nothing over here at first, and then in 2019 it bloomed over here and was gorgeous. But this year, this one really took off, and it's purple. These are my double knockout roses. I have trimmed them, and boy, they are coming back with a vengeance. They're so beautiful though. And then I have, this is just like a random flower bed. I transplanted that. It's either lupin or Luxspur. And then I have my red rose bush there, which I'm thinking about moving when it goes dormant, because it's so pretty. And then these are some black-eyed Susans that are now blooming. It's a perennial. It comes back every year. It gets bigger and bigger. And a couple alliums that I honestly don't know. They may have came out of this bed. But this needs to be a little tidied up here. But this is my round flower bed that I planted lamb's ear in when we first moved in. And you see it has spread. But there's also tulips that come up around the outer edge. They're little dwarf type tulips. I have really big alliums in there that I've already bloomed and since went back. And then I have just the smaller alliums that are blooming now. So I'm going to turn you around, and we're going to come over here to my, so this bed over here gets most of the sun throughout the day. So I do have a shade cloth just in case, but this gets more sun. So when we get up to the 100 degrees, I will definitely probably be covering it. So this here pink green stalk of mine, well, first let me start here. I cannot remember what flowers these are. They're perennial. They come back every year. In the fall, I use the foliage for like fall decor and things like that. But here is a peony that I'm growing for the first time, and some nasturtiums, and then our pond, little koi in there somewhere. And then this is my pink green stalk. Now this green stalk is just full of strawberries, nasturtiums, a couple flowers that I picked up from Lowe's, just annuals. I have a couple eggplant in here, some hollyhocks, tarragon, chives that I don't think gonna do anything, child. Some beans, bachelor boys, bachelor button blue boys are there. And then what I've done here, oh, Goodness, don't let me lose you. What I've done here is sometimes I use my green stalks for like seed starting. So I started some honey nut and butternut squash in here, and now that they've germinated, I'm going to be wind up taking them out and putting them somewhere else in the garden. But I started them in here because I had an extra pocket to do so. That down there at the bottom, don't know if you can see it down there, is lemon balm. Here's another peony. It has some beautiful peonies on it. They're pink. They're so pretty. They're perennial, I think, but they're pretty much done. Probably were on their way out when I got it. So this blue, oh, that zinnia is so pretty. This stalk here, this green stalk, is pretty much my herb green stalk. I do have here a serrano pepper, some ghost peppers that I started from seed. Honestly, I'm not sure what that is. This is a cream sausage tomato that I am going to wind up taking out because I believe it has blossom end rot. A lot of the fruit that was coming before, you know, it's got blossom end rot. Here is some strawberry mint, some lemongrass here, and then some chocolate mint. Then down here I have my lemon basil. That is some Italian basil. These are, I believe they're chamomile, but I don't think it's going to do anything. It was my first year trying the chamomile. Some dill, some English thyme. This is a San Marzano that I transplanted here from the back as well because I didn't want to lose it. Some parsley, some more beans, my rosemary here, spider web. And then this is a Cherokee purple tomato here, and some pineapple sage. And then I have like some holy basil, and this is an Anaheim pepper here. So I think when I put these tomatoes in these pockets, I tried to stagger them, and I just wasn't paying attention that time. And I think the cream sausage is struggling because that and the Cherokee tomato they're both in the same like row, and I tried not to do that. So but that's okay. I have them planted everywhere. I'm not gonna be out here long because these mosquitoes are getting bad. This was a purple bell pepper. I think it's done. I've gotten 3 off of it, and it seems like it's done. I have some zinnias, some more beans, a Cherokee purple tomato. This whole row is strawberries all the way around, and they're doing pretty good. This was a orange bell pepper, and I got about 3 massive off of those, and then it quit. But again, I got those from Walmart. I did not start those peppers from seed. That's just regular sage. Here is some more beans, and then this is a squash plant that I put in here, and because I had an extra one so I thought, why not experiment? And I actually got a big squash off of it this morning. So, you know, there's that. A Megatron jalapeno pepper, and another Cherokee purple tomato that has a lot of fruit on it. Oh, this is my dwarf peach tree that is doing great, has peaches. This little bug here, if you can see that, freaks me out all the time. And at first I thought it was like a squash. I mean, not the squash, but we call them stink bugs. Some people call them leaf-footed bugs or something like that. Anyways, I thought that's what it was. But then I was told that they travel in packs, and so that could be an assassin. I don't know. It is freaky looking. Anyways, that's my dwarf peach. This is a blueberry plant, and it has another bare root blueberry that I got from a grocery store. But this is a blueberry plant. I can't think of the name of it. We got it from from Home Depot. And oh my gosh, it was loaded with fruit, and we pretty much ate all those. What the birds didn't get, we ate, and they were sweet. This is a improved Meyer lemon, and we finally got some blooms going on there, so we'll see how that goes. So that's that. Over in this bed is kind of a Mod Podge. We'll start here. These here, let me see if this is going to work here. Okay, so in this little planter here, I have hollyhocks here. They're different varieties of hollyhocks, and then I planted some scallop squash on the end, so we'll see how that does. Here I have a dahlia plant that I've been waiting on and hollyhocks that decided to finally pop up, and then these are already spent because of all the rain and storms and high winds we've been getting, but these here in this same pot were lily of the valley lilies, and they're big white beautiful lilies. This lily here is coming out of that bed, and yeah, that lily, but lilies were pretty much here when we moved in. Let me take you kind of slow around here, because that whole patch in front of the pond there is it's all lilies. So and they were here when we got here. I need to come in and take some of these leaves off because these plants were kind of laying on the ground. I couldn't get out here the last couple days like I wanted to, so I have a couple tomatoes there, like pink and yellow brandywine tomatoes. So one had snapped and I trellised it up, but again, I couldn't get out here in time enough. I have okras. Oh wow, look at that okra already coming. I have okras all throughout there as well that are just now taking off. I have Cherokee purple tomatoes there. I staked this one. This is the yellow brandywine. It's loaded. It was leaning over as well, so I staked that today. This is another tomato, but I lost the tag, or my dog, puppy, whatever, took it out. I'm not sure which one that is. Here is some more beans. I put beans up through there. This is a Sugar Rush peach pepper. This is another cayenne pepper. This is squash down and through there. There, it's loaded with squash. The squash plant back behind it has squash. I could not get out here the last 2 days, so I tried to open it and pollinate. It's crazy how many ants are in that flower right now, but whatever. Hopefully they get it together. This is a San Marzano tomato. It has a lot of fruit as well. It has gotten so massive. I was pruning things, and then the heat, not just the heat, the storms and stuff that we get here took off, and you know, there that went. This is a squash plant that I transplanted kind of late, but it's just now looked like it's trying to bud. A bunch of bean plants here. I have been getting like a handful of beans here and there. You can see there's still some that should be ready in another day or two, but this was beans all in this section here, and then I have black eyed peas all in that section back there, and then this was purple whole peas. Some more squash plants, some more self-seeded things that I'll have to see what it is when it gets when it grows up. All these sunflowers self-sowed themselves from last year when they did not come up. Only like 2 came up, and they were really small. So to see these really, really big ones, yeah, I'm not sure. Maybe the birds and the animals or something, you know. But I did direct sow some more beans. I even put some more beans in other parts of the garden because I do want to try to get enough to where I could actually preserve beans. I'm gonna go around here. So this is how this section looks. Again, the squash plants, some more okras that are coming. I have some cucumbers back there as well. They're not the Bait Alpha. I had a couple different varieties, so they're starting to come up back there. Watermelons, they look like they were going to die. Now they look like they're, you know, trying to do a little something. But I never really get watermelons, so I see some squash back there that I don't think got pollinated. I missed it. Anyways, but you know, when you can't get out here, you can't get out here. There's nothing you can do about it. All of these beans, black eyed peas, purple whole peas, were all bush variety. However, just like last year and the year before, out of the same bush plant, you know, the bush pack, you get all these runners running up the sunflower, running back there. So I don't know, but they're all running, so we'll see. Anywho, that's it for my garden tour right now. You know, we're at that stage where everything is growing and there's changes every day, so I hope you enjoyed this video and see you in the next one.